Hi. I thought I'd make a video of my house, 1621 Ferry Street in Anderson, before I pack things up and get out of here. I'm making this video for my parents who have never been here and will never be here. I'm moving out next week. And friends that have not visited, and also to document a bunch of art. I have friends who are into rock posters and they might be curious what's up on the walls these days. And also, if somebody steals it out of storage, I'll have a record of it. So let's begin. The yard, completely gone to hell. I have not been paying attention to yard work since I got my eviction notice a couple months ago. The owner of the house that I have been renting is moving in. So I will clean it up before the end, but I have let it go for a while. House is larger than I need. I will miss it though. It's been good to me. Living room, overly large 75-inch television, unnecessary. On your left, as you come in, there's a record collection, about 300 or 400 records, a good chunk of which were given to me years ago by a coworker, Bobby Dunleavy. And there is a Joan Baez poster from Mount Tam in 1966. I did not attend this show because I was -9 years old, but I always thought it was a cool poster. My mom gave it to me actually, and she had a coworker that had it. I stopped by one day and the coworker saw that I liked it and gave it to me. I'm actually interested more in one of the opening acts for Joan. 66. Grateful Dead still an opening act for Joan Baez. This print is a rubbing. My biological father, who I've never met, gave this to my mother. It's one of two. There's another one in another room you might get to see in a second. She told me that he might have gotten it from Nepal. It's very thin, kind of rice paper thin material. Actually might be rice paper. I framed it in a very nice frame with silk and walnut years ago to remind me not to be a screw up like my biological father was, who I've never met. Some birds on the wall flying south by southwest towards Santa Cruz, which I still consider my home these days. There's a print from Bridget Mary Henry, a woodcut. It's one of the first prints that made me stand back and take notice of her when I first met her and knocked on the door many years ago. Closet, hats, umbrella. I'm not sure what year it was when I last used an umbrella. Here's a print of Fish. This is a concert I did attend at the Bill Graham a few years ago. This is a nice concert poster. Has something to do with the band, has something to do with the city that the band was playing in. Nice job, Ken Taylor. This is a guest room. It's been used a few times, been used by my friend Drew, coming down from Oregon. My friend Ella has slept here. A random homeless person named Chelsea, like the Boot or the shitty football team or the Clinton, has slept here. There is a photograph of the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. And here is one of many full-length mirrors in this house. A little excessive. At the time, somebody thought full-length mirrors would be great. They're kind of cool. I don't know if we need as many as we have here. It's Branford Marsalis print, signed by the band. Probably 26 or 7 years old, maybe. Got that at the Ram's Head. television that I completely forgot about until I walked in this room, and something I'll need to get rid of in the next few days. Exiting here, we have a closet with some firefighting gear, including 2 sets of turnouts, $10,000 value, never been worn, given to me by CAL FIRE. I'll probably try to give at least 1 set back. Bathroom, one of the bathrooms, little print of some extinct owls, laughing owl and moorpork from the Australian continent, and a shower curtain. If you've been to this place before, some of you might recognize it. A little waterfall there in the middle. Julia Pfeiffer Burns State Park in Big Sur. And the 8.5 Fellini poster. This film talks about you, about your life, about your family, about your work, about your dreams. You will see yourself in the leading role as though you were looking in a mirror. Word. I saw that movie and I did feel like I was looking in a mirror. Second time. First time I was like, what the hell's going on here? Photography is truth and cinema is truth 24 times a second. Big Sur International Film Series. Used to go to a little movie festival in Big Sur pretty regularly. On to the dining area with some sad plants and some odd cold gray flooring. Bookcase that I got not that long ago. Another print matching one to the one in the living room. Big Daddy's trunk. My grandfather, he took that to India with him. And 2 kind of sad plants I'm probably gonna have to go to. Bamboo table that I got years ago that I enjoy. I don't spend a lot of time in here. I spend some time studying and eating occasionally. Concert poster from Mo at Mo's Alley. Surprised a vortex didn't open up and swallow us all. So a lot of Mo going on. Another Bridget Mary Henry print. This one called Transplant, made about the same time as the last one. Concert poster of James McMurtry, including a show in Santa Cruz there, kicking off the tour. And a Muka print. Muka? Should know how to pronounce the guy's name. This being one of my favorite posters, and just a horrific glare going on. And now it's still a glare. If I only had one piece of art to keep up in a house that I lived in, it would be this one. I bought this one about 25 years ago as well in Annapolis. It's a beer ad. No matter what you do, this lovely young lady enjoying a beer in the beer garden will never look at you. Try to catch her eye. She just does not care. On to the kitchen. It's a very large kitchen, which I will miss. I'm guessing that the next place I live in will not have a kitchen this large. It's been great. Tons of storage space, gas burner, dishwasher, which I've been without for most of the last few decades, and a fridge that is not magnetic and you can't hang stuff on, so it's kind of turned into this black void bachelor fridge. Concert poster, Grateful Dead Europe 1990. I did go to that. What? Craziness. And then another Dead print, front and center there. New Year's Eve 87, Oakland Coliseum. That's actually a photograph with some digital adjustments made, which is kind of crazy for 1987. Looks nuts when you're tripping At least that's what I've been told. And then on either side, a couple prints of Hugh DeAndre, one of which Lucinda Williams at the Fillmore did not attend this particular show, which was used also for cover art for an album of hers live at the Fillmore. But I did go meet the artist who made it, Hugh DeAndre, and he signed it there. Yeah, he lives in San Francisco, and I contacted him and I was like, hey, do you mind if I swing by, get you to sign this? It looks like a paper cut, but it's just magic marker, actually. And then Fillmore made prints out of it. Same artist, Black Crowes show at the Fillmore. Sorry about the glare. This was a gift from my friend Eric for helping him move many years ago. Onwards into music room. Full-length mirrors. Starting to notice a trend here. Have a lot of fun in this room. It's nice to have a room just devoted to music, to be able to be loud and play music. There's a poster of Mr. Marley. I met the photographer who sells this print at the Capitola Art and Wine Fair every year. Couple bases, my Lakeland and Marcus Miller that I got not that long ago. I'll leave these two alone, and we'll be quiet, and who knows, maybe tomorrow I'll come back and check in the morning and we'll have a little baby bass. That would be so nice. Main amp and a backup and Bergantino 212. Bergantino, the Italian Bergs. And old Marantz stereo from 77. Sounds pretty damn good. I'd fire something up, but then if I put this on YouTube, they'd probably hit me for some kind of violation of copyright law. There's a piece of work from great Dave Gardner, also designed a speaker over there and painted it. Can't see it that well. This is one advantage of having giant mirrors. Shows off this particular piece of art quite nicely, which is painted on all four sides. Dun, dun, dun. Look at that. Full-length mirror. Can't help but look at yourself all the time. Not my thing. 2 guitars, Ibanez and an SG that I bought for $100 years ago. Made my friend Darren jealous with moon inlays. You got a American-made SG with moon inlays? I bet you don't. And Ralph Steadman print. A fave, Fear and Loathing, got many years ago. I bought another one at the same time as this one. Just a black and white version of this print, or maybe I got it at a different time, but I did own it with a couple Chuck Sperry prints that have disappeared. I actually have a lead suspect in the case, although I'm probably not gonna follow up. I'm probably gonna let it go, but it does suck. They were worth some money and I did like them. Don't steal art, kids. I'm a fan of Ralph Steadman. Here's another impossible to see Ralph Steadman print. It's very dark. You'd have to see it in person to make it out well. Wow, this is just terrible lighting. Although it is a hard print to see under any circumstances. It's an etching by Ralph Steadman. It's a etching of Samuel Beckett. Ralph Steadman etching of Samuel Beckett. Maybe not as cool as a extremely rare photograph of Sean Connery signed by Roger Moore, but still pretty cool. And then this metal piece of artwork I got from the Middle East that is trippy and I enjoy quite a bit. Looks different from different distances. On to the bedroom. Guess what's in here? Guess. Ah, full-length mirrors. Crazy. It's a little messy. Jackie Robinson stealing home. Sword that I got as a graduation present for graduating high school many years ago. You still have a class ring from high school? Do you wear it? Yeah, didn't think so. And Chuck Berry print from Oakland, the Fox. I spent a lot of time at the Fox. I like Chuck Berry. Kind of a one-trick pony. Hot chick flowers, hair, metallic, but it's a cool trick. Bathroom, number 2. Master bathroom, I guess. Master. What are we looking at in here? Oh, another mirror, not just a regular bathroom mirror. And MMW print. This one kind of looks like Big Sur to me, this little beach. There are some places in Big Sur that look like that. This is from a tour in 2013, signed by the band. And onward to laundry room, and where the toys are kept, including my Norco, Maryland flag, gotta have it up somewhere, boogie board, golf clubs, wetsuit, balls, etc. All right, last stop of the tour. Let's go outside for a minute. Get ready for some garden porn. I'm calling this garden porn. It's very exciting to see what you're about to see. For some dads out there, happy Father's Day, by the way. That's when I'm shooting this. Some people will be absolutely horrified by this and think it's disgrace. And then some dads out there will be so jealous. And some kids out there that have had to mow the lawn. What you're about to see is gonna blow your mind. Because this is what happens, kids. If you live in slightly interior Northern California, sorry about the AC, it is cranking up. This is what happens when you don't mow the lawn for months. This is what you get. You get 3 or 4 foot tall weeds and tons of biodiversity. It's delightful, actually. I quite enjoy it. And if it was up to me, I would just let it go. Storage shed has a lawnmower in there, and then another kind of storage area here. It's got another bike and a lot of cardboard boxes for packing that I've been saving up for the last couple years because I knew this day was coming. Very loud AC in high gear. All right, that was it. Hope you enjoyed the tour. I enjoyed giving it to you. See you soon. Maybe next time somebody will come out and visit me from the East Coast or from California. That would be awesome. I've had no visitors here. Oh yeah, flooring in this place, terrible. And it was a rare opportunity to order online a 20-foot Asian runner because there's not many opportunities to have a real need in the house for a 20-foot Asian runner, and they're pretty hard to come by pre-interwebs, but with the interwebs, easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, thanks for hanging out, and I hope I see you sometime at the next spot. Bye.